Welcome back everyone. In today's video, I'm going to finish my series on hand planes by making my own hand plane. If you've made your own hand plane before, you're familiar with this process already. This will be the first one that I've ever made. It's going to be an ambitious build because I'm going to make a jointer planer. It's going to require a little bit more prep work than it would if it was just a small smoothing plane. I'm going to use a hardware kit that I purchased off the Lee Valley website. It's the Veritas hardware kit for building your own hand plane. It cost me $48. That's $48 US. If you're paying in Canadian dollars, it's a little bit more. And if you're paying in other currencies, it might be more or less depending on where you live. If I were to buy a jointer plane online, whether it was a wood body or iron body, it would cost me anywhere between $200 to $450, depending on the make, the manufacturer, the type of materials that went into it. I'm not going to talk a lot through this. I'm going to just go through this step by step, and I'm going to follow the guide that came with the Veritas hardware kit. So with that, let's get to it. So I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to pull you guys aside and show you something that is not in the instruction manual. I would recommend this to make sure all the parts are going to go onto this mount correctly. I've got my adjuster cup, which will fit in to the top hole. Now the mounting screw will go in here to keep it in place. We want to make sure that once that gets assembled, it's all going to stay where it needs to be. So I got to make sure that this is far enough down, but not too far. If it's too far, in other words, if you've drilled this top hole too deep, you can always just put in a washer. You don't have to throw the thing out and start over again. So this all should sit in there like that. is a 22-inch jointer plane. The assembly for the depth control is just held in with a rare earth magnet. Everything's mounted in. I've made a small adjustment here to the design to suit my jointer plane. One of the things that I did wrong was I drilled the first set of holes as per the instructions. That put the brass bar too close to the blade bed, so I ended up plugging those holes and drilling new ones after testing the full assembly. So what I suggest you do is make this part first, have that inserted with the whole thing assembled, do a dry assembly, then determine where your hole is going to go for this brass bar, because I made that mistake. Just that one little thing could have cost me the entire plane, but I recovered from it and I learned from it. And so don't make the same mistake I did. Test your full assembly first before you drill these holes, and you should be okay once you figure out any adjustments that need to be made. So this simply just sits in there in the cup, and it has a little bit of swivel action so that you can swivel the blade. Your iron goes in, bevel down. And then chip brake goes in, and just like a Veritas kind of system, it operates the same way. A slight turn is enough pressure to hold it all in place, and now you're ready for action. You don't have to do this, it's not part of the instruction or the design, but I did a simple shape at the front, curved at the front, sort of like a bullet train, and then I left it square at the back, ran a chamfer bit along the edges, and then I added the front knob and the handle at the back. This is a lot easier to use. Having the handles is just so much easier than trying to hold the body and keep everything going in the proper motion. So that's just my design. Now I'm gonna have to obviously sharpen this iron. This blade is dull. I'm still gonna make a few minor adjustments to the mouth with a mill file just to set it right so that the waste is coming up through the escapement properly. It's a pretty nice looking jointer plane, and I think I'm about 95% there. Just got a little bit of tuning up to do. And that concludes building your own hand plane with the Veritas hardware kit. It's kind of step by step, although when you get to the larger size like I'm using, you have to adapt a little bit. You have to take into consideration the end design, what you want it to look like, how you want to hold on to the plane. A lot of people don't add handles to it. I chose to add the handles to it because that's what I'm used to, and I like to have those ergonomics put into the design so that I'm going to enjoy using that plane for many years to come. You may have noticed I'm wearing a new t-shirt. These t-shirts are available in the t-shirt shop down below. Check it out in the drawer, click on the design that you like, and purchase one today. If you'd like to help me make and edit these videos, head on over to my donation page right over here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. There are a couple more videos on this side you can watch. Until next time, thanks for watching, and have a great day.